This offering is on the job interview process. Hopefully this will give you some valuable information and ideas on what to do as you move your future forward.
Hello, my name is Abigail, and I will be your guide through this video offering today. Are you in the position of just graduating college? You have put 4 years or more of your life into attaining your bachelor's degree, and may have even gone further in pursuit of credentials. Today is your day, and for the most part, today is for family. The same family who sacrificed and gave everything they could so that they could enjoy this day with you. In the case of my immediate family, I was the first to graduate college. It was a proud day for my grandparents and parents. As you throw your graduation caps into the air, the future is set in motion. Now, you are about to leave behind the best 4 years of your life in hot pursuit of the successes you have always dreamed about. It is time to search for a job. And hopefully, by the time you throw your cap in the air, you have already secured your first job out of college. Or maybe you have been employed for a few years and told your employer that you have decided to resign. You have made a move to advance your career and move in a different direction. Something new and special is waiting for you just over the horizon, and you just cannot wait to see that step. Or maybe unfortunately, you have been handed the situation of being asked to pack up your desk and leave the company. Whether you are in either circumstance, one thing is for sure. You are looking for a job. It is time to look in the job wanted advertisements. Oh my, I have to remember that newspapers are now more virtual than on paper. An individual will spend more time on a website like the Monster Board looking for a job than reading the want ads in the local newspapers. In my younger years, you would just go down to your local store that specialized in newspapers from around the country and spend your day at home reading the job-wanted advertisements. Currently, and with the advancement of technology, you can easily find several ways to get in front of employers through the internet.
Do you have a resume and a cover letter prepared for this next phase in your life? Now is the time to create or update these crucial and critical documents. In this portion of the video, we will give you some ideas of what your cover letter and resume should look like. The tips I posted were great, but I advise that you go to the websites referenced and get additional tips and information. I thought of this as being a new and innovative way to present yourself. I thought I would present this as not a bad thought for our resume. Might be a little ahead of its time, but always consider innovation. Look for jobs.
Now it is on, and you need to assess the market for your services. As we discussed previously, in the past, you would have sat around with a cup of coffee and the newspaper, searching through the want ads for jobs. But times have changed, and in this modern world, the newspaper has been replaced by the internet, your smartphone, tablet, and computer. You can be more mobile than ever while performing your job search. Also, your services might be required in an office or a virtual environment in today's employment market. You need to contact your placement office at college, contact some recruiters, and network with friends. You need to be innovative. But networking is key, as one of your friends or acquaintances may already know where a job is waiting for you. Through any number of methods, you are in the employment search. What we would like to share in this offering is some of the things that you need to think about doing. Now, we are not the experts, but this is what has worked for me in the past. This is intended to be a guide to some methods that allow you to make an informed decision and plan on how you will conduct your job search.
Every day you should send out 10 to 15 resumes to new locations, whether they are recruiters or businesses.
As we move through this video, I want to share with you some interesting places and things you can do to find employment. It is important that you know places you can quickly go to do a job search. These are reference places for different types of information. I shared with you the following information about 1. Occupational guides, which you can find out all types of things about job opportunities. 2. Internet listings for job sites and recruiters. And 3. Networking and what it can offer you. Make sure to take every opportunity to research what you want to do and where, so you can make an informed decision. Now that you have collected all this valuable information, store it away for certain future use in your briefcase or backpack. You will need to reference it all pretty soon. Now we are ready to move to the next phase of our discussion. Do you have all the right tools for job interviews?
Remember, new opportunities are added daily, so you need to be consistent in your search. What do you have in that briefcase? And do you have everything that you need with you?
Every person needs a portfolio case, backpack, or a briefcase for your interview experience. You need to protect all that valuable information that you have gathered, and it is a place to collect all the other valuable tools and assets that you need for your job hunting adventures. It also presents to the interviewer that you are well prepared to do business. Now, this does not have to be an expensive purchase to carry your essentials at all. It just needs to be somewhere that you always know that all your essential information is in one place.
Please have a cell phone with voicemail ready to accept messages. Please make sure that you have a flexible cell phone plan with unlimited data. Check out all your options and make sure you have a very versatile and functional smartphone or whatever is the most advanced cell phone offered at your time of purchase.
One of the most important items in your bag is the cell phone. Today's cell phone provides so much functionality and is a smart device. With a collection of the right phone applications, your cell phone can do a little of everything, including voicemail, scheduling, and email. You can even have applications on the phone that are particular to your job search, including the customer relationship management software I will speak of later in this offering. Please, though, the main thing to remember is to check your email regularly for messages and ensure your inbox is cleaned out and ready to receive new messages. This is the only way to know someone is trying to contact you or set up some time with you. A frustrated employer or recruiter will not continue to try to contact a person who does not welcome incoming messages and return phone calls.
For a computer, do you prefer an IBM PC or an Apple product?
A computer or even a tablet is necessary for activities around a job search. There is a lot that you need to do to get a job. The type of computer, IBM compatible or Apple, does not matter as much as it needs to be able to run Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and any other application necessary to succeed in your job search. Whatever device you decide on must be limitless in its ability to process documents and not limit communications. For this reason, I usually prefer a laptop to a tablet. A tablet is a nice item on the day of your interview, just for all the things you can do with a tablet in your presentation during the interview process, with the employer or recruiter. In the past, I have found some limits to running applications on a tablet that I could run on a laptop. When job hunting, I need to eliminate any opportunity for limitations. Make sure you have plenty of memory and disk space on the computer or in the cloud for storage purposes.
There are a lot of different computers that you can consider. HP, Asus. Personally, I prefer Lenovo, Lenovo.com. Anyone can set up a student, personal, or business account. And the nice thing about Lenovo is that they will come out to your house, dormitory, or business and service their computers on site. The contact manager or the phone book on your cell phone does not suffice. You need a customer relationship management software tool.
Customer Relationship Management, CRM software, is a tool businesses use to manage interactions with potential and existing customers, typically including features like contact management, lead tracking, sales pipeline management, marketing automation, and customer service tracking, all designed to improve customer relationships and sales performance. CRM software is overkill for a job search, but because of the price and functionality that CRM software offers, it is a no-brainer. In your later years, as you build your network, clients, and friends, you will appreciate that you started using CRM software early in your career. I like using CRM for a job search because of its many capabilities in contact management, email management, and marketing. Of course, in the case of the job search, you are marketing yourself. It is an excellent piece of software to have if someday you want to become an entrepreneur. You have already started to build your contact database. Also, if you download Odoo, they have a phone application available for both Apple and Android devices.
Please take the opportunity and download the Customer Relationship Management software at Odoo.com. The software is a great CRM tool and exactly what you need for a job search. Please don't forget to take a notepad or diary. Technology will fail at the most inopportune times.
Always take a notepad or diary with you on your interview. You need to be able to take important notes about the interview and the interviewer. This is information that you will need later in the follow-up phase of the job interview process. And oh, by the way, make sure your pen works. And I advise that you always have more than one available, just in case one fails. This is your day for successful conclusions. Don't let a pen get in your way.
Be ready for the interview by having the most information possible. Research companies and individuals.
Researching individuals before an interview means gathering information about the person who will be interviewing you, typically by using online platforms like LinkedIn, company websites, or news articles to gain insight into their background, experience, and potential interests to build rapport and tailor your responses during the interview. 1. Research is important. By knowing something about your interviewer, you can demonstrate genuine interest, ask more informed questions, and create a better connection during the conversation. 2. Where to find information on individuals. Most professionals have a detailed profile on LinkedIn, including work history, skills, education, and sometimes even personal interests. You can research individuals on their company's website. Check the company website for information about the interviewer's role, team, and recent projects. Also search for recent news articles where the interviewer might be mentioned or quoted. 3. Here is what you are looking for in your research. You are looking for on their professional background, their previous roles, companies they've worked at, and relevant skills. You want to look for information on their industry expertise. Look for recent projects or areas of focus within their field. Get an understanding of their current involvement within the company, their current position within the organization, and any notable achievements. 4. Look for where you may have shared interests, commonalities in your backgrounds or experiences to spark conversation. 5. Now let's talk about how to use your research during the interview. During the conversation, casually reference something you learned about their background to show you've done your research. Use your knowledge to craft relevant questions that demonstrate your understanding of their work and the company. Build rapport and find common ground based on your research to create a more comfortable and engaging conversation.
Remember, you always must consider what you are wearing. Don't stop yourself from getting the job by a bad wardrobe decision. Go get that money. Go get that money. Go get that money. Go get that money.
We are not going to speak here much about fashion. Fashion is an individual choice that is made by each. But consider this in your job search. If you can dress just for the moment to attain your goal of a job, it is well worth the effort. You can change back to your preferred mode of dress when you get home, and hopefully, when you change clothes, you will be a few $1,000s richer.
I hope you understand what I was trying to say. You must put yourself in a position of power by having a job and income. Go get that money. Go get that money. Go get that money. Go get that money. Dress for success is real. Remember, you don't need to spend a lot of money on outfits, and you can get them inexpensively at outlet stores. You just need 2 or 3 outfits that you can wear. You figure an interview usually lasts you no more than 30 minutes. So 2 or 3 new outfits will do well for your wardrobe for interviewing in your job search process. There's gold in those hills is an old saying, but in order to get the gold, you gotta be on time for the interview. It is best to get to a location early, post up at a Starbucks, and have coffee. This way you can be there, ready and available when your appointment time arrives. Here we put together some questions that you will be asked and that you can ask in an interview.
We have researched and given you questions that will be asked by people who will interview you in your job search process, and questions you can ask the interviewer. Please practice how you will answer these questions in front of friends. They can tell you if you are keeping your answers positive and can critique your answers. Again, as I have said, you should be so comfortable with your answers that they should roll off your tongue. But I warn you that in an interview or at any time, before you answer a question, please give it some time. Over the years, you will know these questions and answers by heart, but your list of questions and answers will grow over time. Let us say that, as in anything, your knowledge base will increase and you will be better able to handle any situation. It is called personal growth.
Here are some questions, and they also give you potential ways to craft your answers. I would write 2 or 3 answers down for every question, practice them in front of friends, and pick out the best choice of answers that you could give for each question. After a while, the questions will become second nature to you, and you will find them very easy to answer. This question, the closing interview, was taught to me by a recruiter in New Jersey. It is the best closing question that I've ever used in an interview. And if you feel you want the job. It was a question presented to me again by a headhunter after an interview which I thought I had won the job, and he informed me that I had not closed properly. After that, I learned that when you interview, and you can be one of 300 or 400 applicants applying for a job, that you have to stand out. And there's nothing wrong with asking an interviewer before you walk away what doubts they have about you being able to take the job, to do the job. And I think it's a great way to make the interviewer put on the table any reservations that they may have. Now, I do find that some people that I have taught the question to have reservations about asking it. They feel it's a little on the arrogant side. My question to you is, do you want the job? And do you want to know where you stand when you walk away from the interview? This is the reason you ask the question. If you do like this question and decide to use it, I usually set up the question by first asking the interviewer why they took a position with the company and how they've enjoyed their time with the company since they've been there. After they answer the question, which is an ego booster, then I pop the question about, well, what do you think of me? Perfect time. Now you have to craft the question to your style, but essentially what you're asking the interviewer is, Mr. Interviewer or Miss Interviewer, I'm very interested in the position, but I'd like to know what you think of Ron. What do you think of my capabilities as you've interviewed me today? And what do you think of my capabilities to do the job? Do I get your vote? And if you have any reservations about voting for me, what are they? The interviewer is usually surprised by the question, but craft it to be your own. It has been a winner for me in every instance that I've used it, and on one occasion I was actually told by the interviewer that it was key to me getting the position. So use it and close. The next section is about how you should treat each interview and a few thoughts about interviewing.
A job search is never easy, and sometimes you will even ask yourself why you are there. No matter what, be a professional and always have a positive attitude. As you move through the interview, the position may surprise you with the opportunity that it presents, so do not let yourself have preconceived notions. Always play to win, and if you do not want the position, then at the end of the interview, you do not have to close, but be graceful to thank the interviewer for their time. Remember, in life, you may see them again. Treat each interview as the one that will be the winner, the last one. If nothing else, it will present good practice for when the right and preferred opportunity arises.
This is one of the most important things that I can say. Everyone at the interview that you shake their hand, make sure you ask them for a business card. Maybe the most important question to some people, but how do you ask about salary? Go get that money. Go get that money. Go get that money. Go get that money. If you think you are interested in a job, towards the end of the interview, probably in the last 20 minutes or so, it may be appropriate to approach the salary question. I posted this because this question was the best way that I saw to ask about salary. At the end of the interview, always make sure that you get the interviewer's business card. Also, make sure you get the business card of any other attendees to your interview. This is important. You will need this information for thank you letters after your interview, and you also want to put this information in your CRM software because you may want to have this information to contact these folks later. Who knows? In the future, you may also look for a job again. After the interview, you want to send the interviewer a thank you letter thanking them for their time. Also, this helps them know that you really want the position. The thank you letter shows that you are grateful for the opportunity of the interview and look forward to attaining the position. Recruiters are more feet on the street to help you find a job. Engage as many recruiters as possible. Like anything, there are good and bad recruiters, so make sure you work with the best of the recruiters that you find, and make sure they work in your best interest. Headhunters get paid to find jobs for applicants. So don't pay a headhunter to find you a job. By the way, headhunter is another name for a recruiter.
Recruiters are necessary to your job search, and I would reach out to as many of them as you can find. Within this offering, we have given you a few places to engage recruiters. Also, please consult your friends about recruiters that they have used in the past. The more the merrier. I hope you have enjoyed this video on the job interview. We covered many different topics, and hopefully, we covered a few for you. Please let us know if we missed anything that we should add in the future. I wish you success with your job hunting, and as we say, go get that money.
I wanted to put this together for you to help you in your job search process. Job searches are fun, but they can be tedious, but never let them wear on you. Keep your nose up, keep your head up, and go get that money. By the grace of God, my pocket, not yours.